activities. Children with dysgraphia show differences in their oral and writing skill. Their oral skill are better than writing skill. They become confused by similar looking letters such as BD, PQ, and NU, and difficulty in forming letter while writing. Their word is very low and poor handwriting, therefore unable to express themselves effectively. Another important identification of these children is that they make a lot of mistakes while copying text from the blackboard or from the other printed materials. The next disabilities is difficulty in coordination between mind and motor skill. कहाँ चल गया? Dyspraxia. Dyspraxia, difficulty in coordination between mind and motor skills. This is a disorder associated with motor nerve control, where a child faces difficulty in coordinating the various fine motor skills. As a result, it affects the outcome of work done in the classroom. These children also have difficulty in creating clear communication between the body and the brain. Holding a pencil or any such work that require hands and eye coordination will be difficult for a dyspraxia child. And the next disability is dysphasia. Dysphasia means learning difficulty. Dysphasia means language difficulty. Dysphasia is associated with the difficulties of language and communication skills, where a child faces problem in the spoken language and the sound in word. Such children fail to communicate the correct version of their understanding of what they want to convey. They have a language learning disorder in which they find it hard to understand word meaning, follow direction, and so on. The educational provision for their children with learning disabilities will help such children to improve and sometimes overcome their learning disability to a certain extent. And the last disability is auditory and visual processing disabilities, means sensory disabilities. Sensory disabilities in which a person has difficulty understanding language despite normal hearing and vision. Now, I have discussed here learning disabilities. After that, I am going to discuss here how to teach disabled students. There are many methods to teach disabled students, but the most important method are here. So, the first one is show and demonstrated and model method. In this method, teacher used to show a model, show a demonstration to disabled student. With the help of demonstration, the disabled student can learn better, can understand better. And second, break information down into smaller units. As a teacher, you can break down the long word into a small. You can also break down a long sentence into a small sentence. That's way a disabled students can understand the meaning of sentence, meaning of word. Provide a small group of instruction. As a teacher, when you have to give instruction to disabled students or children, then you should consider that you should always try to give a small group of instruction. That means you always try to give disabled student a small group of instruction. You need not to give a long instruction. Provide opportunity for continuous success. As a teacher, we can provide disabled students many opportunities. Opportunities means we can call him on the stage, we can call him in the at the front bench. We can also give opportunities to say something about any topics. We give him opportunity about to drawing. We give him opportunity about singing, dancing, and many other activities. To develop their learning abilities, we have to give them many opportunities. And also many method we can teach our students. Make less use of teacher direct instruction. We should to give less instruction to the students. And at last, I'm going to conclude my topic. Conclusion is that we can conclude from the above point with the help of manpower and material resource available to the learning disabled children should help in overcoming their deficits and deficiencies in a skill like spelling, handwriting, memory, math skill, motor skill development, and so on. Thank you. किस आदमी हो गया